This is your boy Beats, and I'm here with the new, latest and greatest character in Overwatch, Sigma Tank, 3 stars in difficulty. I would be willing to say we could give that 4, maybe 5 stars in difficulty if they had such a rating. Okay, so real quick, just want to point out what this gentleman's abilities are. Real quick, so his left click is going to be his hyperspheres. It launches the 2 charges which implode after a short duration, dealing damage in an area. So they do have a distance and they can bounce off of things. That's kind of key to remember. If you're in a tight spot, you can just launch those bad boys and do work on people. Okay, his ultimate Graviflux, basically it's a circular situation, so it's an AoE, which means area of effect. It's gonna pick up people and slam them down, and basically it's like a stun, if you will, right? Because you're basically disabling them for a minute. Not a minute, but like, a short duration of time. Kinetic grasp, you absorb the projectiles in front of you and convert them into shields. So that can be utilized, from my understanding, while being shot at. So if you're getting mowed down by some DPS, you can use said ability and inhale those and convert them into an energy for your shield. Accretion. It's gather a mass of debris and throw it at an enemy and knock them down. It's super easy. It's just a time. It's like a 2-second 1-2 cast. Boom, hit them, knock them down, stuns them for a second, and your teammates can do work on them. Last ability, right click, and that's your shield. It says hold to propel a floating barrier, release to stop, press again and recall barrier to you. So that's probably, let's look at it again and read it one more time in slow motion. Experimental barrier. Hold to propel a floating barrier, meaning hold the button down. Release to stop barrier. So it goes release to stop it. Don't click it again, because when you click it again, boom, it comes back. Okay, so just let that process in your beady little brain for a second, and we're going to get into the actual gameplay of said character. All right, so first things first, let's use his left click. Bam, bam. All right, so it doesn't look like headshots really make much of a difference. So as you saw back there, you saw the distance. There is a range distance. So he's still got a distance. He's like a mid-range. Kind of think of like your, what's our other bigger gentleman? I can't think of names, of course, when I'm making a video, right? Meat Hook, whatever his name is. Fat boy, big guy, large fellow, whatever. He's got mid-range. His right click and his left click. His left click is close and his right click is far. So with Sigma, his left click is going to be mid-range. Okay, so it only has a certain amount of distance. That didn't hit him. There we go. So you want to be close as possible if you want to get the max damage, to be honest. If you want the max damage, make sure it's in range at least anyways. Let's see. I wonder if you can deal damage to yourself. It does look like you could, because I did damage myself from this guy. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I did damage myself. So you can damage yourself. I guess you got to be pretty bad to damage yourself with this guy. Basically. All right. So now let's check out his right click, his shield. Let's go over that process real quick. So like right here's my 2 dudes, right? I'm going to right click, hold it down, release. Right? It's blocking all their shots. I can go in there and work their face real quick. And then get him, right? So he's got infinite. He doesn't really have to reload, but you have a short spawn time on the deal. So when I right click, it disappears your shield. So look, hold down right click, release, it stops, and then right click to redraw to draw it back. All right. So hold right, release to stop it, right click to bring it back. That's probably his most complex move. Now let's talk about his shift. So it does look like we did gain some shields from that. So if you notice, the shields that it gains is the shields that he has that he respawns. So he's got 400 health, but part of it's shields. So basically, if you're getting shot at, if you drop that ability, yeah, you can gain those projectiles as extra shields for yourself for a short time. So it only lasts a little bit of time. I don't really feel like that's too effective. Let's look at the stun ability, which is his E button if you use the standard keys. Which again, the name of that accretion, I believe is how you say that, pronounce that. So when you use this ability, it does stun people. So it's a build-up time, and you do have it again short distance. As you saw, it fell short, so it does need to be within range. looks like it's about the same range as his left click, maybe a little shorter. Well, that just killed him. So said bot didn't even get stunned. He just got annihilated. Okay. Now let's look at his ultimate. Okay. So there you go. Picks him up, stuns him, throws him down, does damage to him. So it's also a damage dealer. It does stun them, and it does throw them back down. Now, I can't confirm as of yet if it actually stuns the character that it puts up in the air, or if it just puts them up in the air and they can still attack, right? But that's it's pretty good. It looks pretty effective. Obviously, it's going to be one of your AoE abilities. I would say if you got another tank, geez, man, I need to just write down the list of all the characters, because I tell you what, when I'm making videos, I forget everybody's name. But you can use that with other tanks that can stun. You could use it with Mei, right? Like, so if you froze everybody, you could then lift them up and then put them down. You could also use that combo ult with... I can't think of the other tank's name, man. Dude, I'm failing right now. I'm failing hard. But I'll try to remember to put the names of the tanks in the video after the video's made down in the comment section, because clearly I've smoked my breakfast or something. I cannot remember tank's name right now. But anyways, that's pretty much Sigma in a nutshell. Again, his difficulty is going to be, initially, he's going to be a little higher to start playing, because he's not melee. He's not a distance, right? His bullets don't go all the way across the screen like, say, Orisa and Hammond. He's not melee range like Reinhardt. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge to learn how to use this tank. He's definitely probably going to be more of a situational, maybe when you need a shield tank, but also maybe a little bit more, I would say, he has a pretty effective ult for AoE. So if you got some good people to combo with on your ults, it'd be good to have. You know, and that's pretty much it for Sigma. Remember, guys, if you have any questions or comments, leave those on my video. Remember, the big thing about Sigma, just the way the shield works. You can't just right-click and then right-click. You got to hold it down, right? So there you go, right? So make sure you guys watch the video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and also YouTube at Beats4President. Again, I appreciate it. Throw me some follows, throw me some likes. All that's free. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. This your boy Beats4President, and I'm out.